Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be speaking to you tonight about fatherless homes. Imagine, picture this in your mind. You are a young boy without a father in the home. How do you learn to be a man? You are a young girl without a father in the home. How do you learn how a man is supposed to treat you? I'm sure every one of you has someone that you can think of, or even yourself, that was in a fatherless home. I've been divorced twice, and left 4 children without a father in the home. It breaks my heart to this day, and it always will. There are millions that are affected by fatherless homes, both young and old. Let me bring light to the importance of fathers. If a girl is without a father, it will damage her ability to have a healthy love relationship. If a girl is without a father, she is 2.5 times more likely to get pregnant as a teenager. She is 53% more likely to commit suicide. And these don't stop at teenage levels. They go into adulthood as well, with deep, deep scars. And since they go a long way, the long-term effects, they permanently alter the structure of the brain and become more angry and aggressive as they grow older. Girls also have a high risk of deviant behavior, including drug abuse. Now, this isn't inclusive to girls, it's for boys as well. They have their own issues. Boys without fathers in their lives are 63% more likely to run away from the home and 37% more likely to use drugs. The impact on society that these boys have, if they are part of this statistic, is beyond imaginable. The impact that these boys have on this society because of the fatherless homes is why we are what we are today. And unfortunately, they spread it to the next generation. We don't just keep it to ourselves. It carries on with them to the next generation. And we're saying that the long-term effects for the boys is a home is at risk for life-changing, life-altering, life-shattering experiences that impact the child throughout their entire lifetime. The father has a great responsibility in bringing up their family in the admiration of the Lord. That great responsibility carries a lot of weight, carries many parts to it. The biggest responsibility, as the father's part, is in Christ and who they are in Christ. There is overwhelming evidence that when a Christian father attends worship service on a regular basis, the rest of the family will follow. A study done in 2000 found that when both fathers and mothers attended church on a regular basis, 41% of the children would go to church when they reached adulthood. They would continue going to church. Amazingly, when the father attends church on an irregular basis, 60% of the children reaching adulthood will be irregular attendees or drop out altogether, not going at all. As you can see, fathers are a vital part of the home with children and the families. And without them, the families and generations thereafter will suffer the consequences. We as a society must spread the word and talk to our friends and families about the importance of fathers and encourage them to work through their problems at all costs and with everything they have inside of them. Girls without fathers in their lives will have drastic effects both mentally and physically, and possibly well into adult life. Boys without fathers have enormous impact on society and contribute to a major or a majority of the crimes that happen within our nation. The father's number one responsibility is Christ, and putting their family under that protection and guiding their children in such a manner that is pleasing to God. With all this information, I hope you have learned how important fathers are for their children and also for their families. Thank you.